Hey YouTube, how's it going? This is Techno86 back to you with a special episode of my Let's Play. I had some houses that I've been working on in the past before I started recording, and I asked if anybody would be interested in seeing them. Drop me a comment, and I got a comment saying that they would be interested in seeing them. So I have three houses that I want to show you. Keep in mind that all three houses are works in progress, which means I go back and I change things, I add things, I delete things. So I'm constantly working on them, so I don't think they'll ever be finished, just improved. But I figured I'd show them off just to show you what I'm capable of. So without wasting any more time, here we go. So my first house was my attempt at my first functional house, one that was good in detail, but also was able to be useful. So this was my first success. I have my garden out front. It's small, just enough to be useful. And then I have my animals over there. I have a meat source and a wool source. And then I have this wraparound porch that goes all the way around two sides, all the way to the back. And one of the special details is I actually have smooth stone around the corners, and I have the corner knocked out on each side, just to give it that little extra detail. And I have fencing along the top edge of the wraparound. And you come in here, and I have colored walls using wool. This is just wool straight off of the sheep, and then I colored this one yellow to give it something different. This is the living area that I have, a fireplace, and then I have a seating area that you can sit here and warm up, I reckon. And then here's my kitchen. This is done with white and black wool. The floor was. And it comes equipped with a sink, a dishwasher, and then my stove. And this is a working refrigerator. You hit this button here, and this is a dispenser. You hit this button, this door flies open and drops a piece of meat. There it is again. And so it's a usable refrigerator. This is a fish tank that I made. You can use ice to make it, and ice will make it more realistic. But this is how I did it, just to be quick about it. This is definitely a work in progress. I started this before they ever came out with carpet in Minecraft, and so I was making my own, and I never got around to converting it. But it was going to have a red floor, and then of course my bed is two beds put side by side. And then if you come out here, I've got the wraparound porch upstairs, and these flowers are trapdoors put around dirt blocks, and then flowers from the environment were put into the dirt. And this is metal fencing as opposed to wood down there. This is metal. Okay, and then I have a secret area in this house, a trapdoor, in which I hide my enchantment room. And then you come down here, and this drops all the way down to level 8 in mining. If you look at the y-axis, it's level 8 goes all the way down. And then this is my storage area. I have all of my building blocks on one level. And it drops down. This is all of my minerals and drops from mobs and plants and things like that in this area. And one more level down, this is where I stash all my tools. There's all the tools that really didn't have a classification. And I've got stone, iron, gold, diamond, and my armor. So that is my first detailed house. I put probably a couple months into this build, and I say it was a pretty good success. That creeper is about to mess it all up. So anyway, on to the next one. Okay, this is the second place I did. Was starting out to be a castle, ended up being a mansion. But here it is. It's like I said, it's still trying to be finished. I'm gonna have a walkway going up that's nice, big. Gonna have gardens, stone steps going all the way up. You walk into a main front area. Haven't filled it up yet. Up straight ahead is my... Okay, here's spider. Anyway, this is my living room with steps and fireplace. This is my half bath. It's got a sink and a working toilet lid. This is my kitchen. It's got one of the working refrigerators. No meat in it right now though. And I've got 2 ovens and a double sink. And over here is my chest that I keep all of my cooking items in. Straight through here is my dining room. It's made using wooden blocks and then fence underneath and pressure plates on top. You'll hear the click from the pressure plates. And then stairs to make the chairs. And then if you use shears on leaves, that will actually give you full blocks. Alright, I'm going to turn it on peaceful so that that spider will not be making that racket. So, this was done with shears. You get a full piece of leaves and then a block of wood. And that can make plants in your corners. Over here is my storage area, or startup one. I've got all of my building blocks, and then my minerals and things of that nature. And this is all of my gardening items that I will show you my garden in a minute. It's actually located outside in the back. You go up a double set of steps, and then I have this area here. Got a hole so you can look down to the first floor, and this gives you a good view of my living room and the work on the beams that I put over the living room. This room here is my bedroom. I'm yet to put actual detailed stuff in here yet. That's going to be a dresser. Hasn't shaped up yet. This is my bedroom. Got windows going all the way around. This is a walkout small balcony. You see the work I put on one of the pillars. I plan to do it to all of them. I just haven't gotten around to that yet. This room is a mystery to me. I'm not sure what I want to do with it. It's just kind of open right now. I haven't exactly pinpointed what I want to do. This is going to be a library. I'm going to put bookshelves in all these spaces. This will be like a reading area. Maybe put like a sitting area right here. Right next to the good view. And up here is an attic. Nothing in it except for one lonely storage box that's got random drops in it. Things I won't really use anymore. And now if I go out back, I've got my back porch. I break out the bottom step here so that zombies or, explodey people, when they walk over, they'll fall right down into this little hole instead of going upstairs and blowing it up. If you walk around the back of the house, I've got a tree farm, each kind of tree in it. I mean, I have the 3 types I was using the most. I've got 3 rows of each. That way I can, if I need wood in a hurry, I can come out here, knock them down, replant, move on. And I've got my wheat farm here. And then my sugar cane for my paper to make my books that are in my library. Oops. And lastly, my barn that I'm working on. Cows, sheep, chickens, and this will be horses when I can actually find some. And then this is the stuff I'll be using for animals. That'll be wheat and leashes and saddles and things of that nature. But that is my second house. Now on to the last one. Okay, and this is my last house. This was my latest project, other than my Let's Play. And this is my tree house. Everything is actually built up in trees. And if I didn't have a tree to put something I wanted, I had to make my own tree. So this was a man-made tree. You'll see that. Alright, let's go up inside it. For a ladder, I was using vines. You can use shears on the vines that are on the trees, and it'll come out as a whole piece of vine, and then you can put it up and down the tree. The only problem with this is the vines tend to grow on their own. So they'll go in directions you don't want them to go, and eventually they make it where you can't climb up them anymore because they're just so dense. So right now I'm using dirt. But anyway, this is my main room. It's kind of my storage area, building area, lookout point, all that good stuff. This is my kitchen that I'm working on. I'm thinking about having a dining room that comes out over here, smaller than in my mansion house. But I've got a tree coming up through the center for detail. You'll see the leaves up here. I did that myself. Trying to get some detail going. This is my bedroom. And a good, decent view. And here is a good platform for viewing if I want to see which direction I want to go in, or if I want to find something specific, a certain type of tree, or I can look over. My mining base is actually over there, and all that rock. So yeah, this is my smaller building that I was doing as I go. Like I said, this one is probably my rawest. It's not finished, not even close to finished. I'm still working on it. So yeah, hopefully that gives somebody some ideas on what they can build, what they can do. These are 3 that I'm pretty proud of. When they get finished, I'll be even prouder of them. But yeah, hopefully it'll spark some creativeness in some people, and they'll go with it. If anybody wants to use my designs exactly, I don't mind at all. If you want to give me some credit for it, that'd be great. But if you don't, no loss here. I'm fine with that. Um, so anyway, there's the three houses. I hope you enjoy, and I'll see you around.